So, you may know, if you watch my blog and seen other things, that I was on a weekend retreat with the rest of the team, and one of the things that we always do is some make and takes, and I never finish mine. Some I don't even start. I hope that isn't interrupted the live. Yes, it was interrupted. Oh, but I appear to be back on. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of having your phone as your camera. And I did actually ask that person to ring me. So this was one of our make and takes, which Sam did. Sam did 3 make and takes, and then other members of the team did other make and takes. So this one I actually almost finished. So we made 3 cards using the Beauty and Joy set, which is in the Autumn Winter catalogue, and Sam actually gave us all the stamp set so that we could make this make and take. And it's really spooky because I'd never noticed it in the catalogue before, but I had woken up at a stupid o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, so I just started looking through the catalogue, and that's when I noticed this set, and I hadn't noticed it before, and then blow me down if we don't get it later on that day. So yeah, so yes, it's got Christmas sentiments, and then it's got sort of like so thankful. I think that's what, sort of Thanksgiving in America. May your day bloom with beauty and joy. So it doesn't actually have to be Christmas. So I've made them apart from the sentiments, because I didn't want any of them sentiments. So that one is clearly a Christmas card. That one doesn't have to be, and neither does that one. So I'm going to do a happy Christmas sentiment on that one, and then I think I'm going to do a thinking of you on that one, and I might do a happy birthday on that one. That was my thought. So that's all that's required to finish these off. I think I've even stuck the cardstock on the inside. So it was actually quite, everybody was like, oh my goodness, are you actually crafting? So because it's just something I don't normally do. So let's get this happy Christmas one done. So if you watched my live last week, you would have seen the little tip I did with setting up the happy and the Christmas from A Wish for Everything in a line, so that you could easily punch out your happy Christmas. So I'm just using the punch. I did show you last week how I set this up. Putting that there, and then I can put in, make sure that's butted up, put that in that hole there, hold it in place, get my, let's call me clover, and then just ink it up. And then stamp it down, and that should be in the right place. Might stamp it again, give it a little bit of a darker colour. There we go. And that's one thing that you can do with the Stamperators, is if you haven't stamped it quite how you want it, then you can just stamp it over again. And I'm just going to clean off that ink. There we go, and that's the sentiment ready for that one. And I might get a bit of Call Me Clover and sort of mat it a bit. Oh, bit in there. Where's my punch gone? There we go. And then what I'm going to do is chop that like so. Get a bit, I just use snail for quick. Bit of snail at each end. Stick that down. I have to say, I was with Jill, Paper Daisy Crafting, and the pair of us just tend to natter about all sorts of things. We'll have a little bit of a look at the making takes. We might do the stamping and the die cutting if we don't happen to have the stamp set or the die set, but we very rarely complete a project, and this time we actually did complete some things, which is quite amazing really for me. And I still got makes and takes from the last one that I'd not finished, so yeah, I was determined not to have these hanging around waiting for me to finish, especially with this being a Christmas card. I want to be able to send it out at Christmas. So I'm going to pop them up on dimensionals because this is all flat. So I don't like to do too much dimension. I post a lot of Christmas cards, and if you have it more than one dimension, you've got to go large letter, and I don't want to do that. So that, let's go there like that. So that's a finished card. Quite pleased with that. Right, now then we've got these two. So I've got Cajun Craze and Melon Mambo, and that's what my sentiments are going to be. And I kind of picked out Thinking of You and then Birthday Wishes, or I might do a thanks actually, then I can send it to a customer, can't I? So I'm doing a Thinking of You. Quite often need Thinking of You stamp sets. So gonna do that one in Cajun. Where's my little scrap of white gone? I had it just here because I just punched. Oh well, got another scrap of white. We'll use that one. So that one's going to be Cajun Craze. Love the colour Cajun Craze. Gonna stick it there. Where's me? It's really funny doing a live video, because if I'm filming for a tutorial, I sometimes think, oh, I can make that bit faster, so I'm not worried. But when you're live, it's, you see it all, don't you? And if I forget something and I have to go over to my desk for it, I think, oh, I can cut that bit out. But you're seeing all of this. And again, I want to map that a bit. So a bit of Cajun Craze in here on the little offcuts. Exactly the same way. And then I'm gonna stamp me Melon Mambo. Hey Mambo. And right, if I do a thanks, then I can make it smaller, can't I? Oh, could do with a small block, because I went off what I planned. Didn't have a small one, so stick that down there. So this is Melon Mambo and Pretty Peacock, which reminds me a bit of Tranquil Tide and Berry Burst, which was another combo I quite liked. So, going to make this a bit smaller because it's too big. So we're going to punch it there, and then feed that back under, like so, until you get it to where you want it, and then punch. And that's how we make it a bit smaller. And then we'll get a bit of Mumbo. And I might make that one smaller. Let's have a look. Yeah, that one's a bit big, so we'll make that one smaller as well. Exactly the same way. Push that in. There we go. And that makes a nice little mat like that. Quite like that. So we'll just get those stuck down. What have I just done with the snail that I had? There it is. Let's stick that on there. We'll do this one in the same way as we did the other one. And on that side. Bit more. Bit more, Jez. Bit more. There we go. And that is, I just need to stick them down and that will be them finished. Don't know where I put my dimensionals now. They were here a second ago. Oh, get another pack. Don't know where the other one is. And yay, that is a whole make and take finished. And I actually did virtually complete another one when this was virtually completed as well, because I'm going to purpose it for something different, so I didn't want to follow the instructions. We have so much fun on our retreats. They really are great to get people together. We speak sort of daily on the team page, but it is so nice to get together in person, meet people for the first time that you might have been chatting to for months and years. So that's great too. And we have lots of fun, lots of laughs. So that is my take on the make and take. So instead of using the sentiments, and these were stamped directly on here, I've changed them a bit, and yeah, quite like that. So that's 3 cards to add to my collection. I will probably send the Thinking of You actually out straight away. Got a purpose for that. That'll be one of my customer thank yous, and that can go on my Christmas card pile. So they are really good. Really like them. And I don't know how long I've been going for. I was gonna finish this make and take. But before I finish that one, I'm going to show you, this is Sam's other make and take, which I think she has shown the video of this now. So I did a little bit different in that I think Sam punched that, stamped that and punched it, but I used the DSP so it matched. And I haven't stuck anything on these insides because I think this would make a nice little sort of mini album. I sort of thought I'd put photos on here and have that as part of our sort of Christmas decorations. We often go away at Christmas, and we've had some amazing Christmas holidays in Orlando and New York and Centre Parks, actually up the road. But so we've got some favourite photos that sort of epitomise those holidays, so I thought I'd print them off and stick them in here, and then that can just be on the mantle at Christmas. So I feel I have finished that one, even though I haven't. This one I got so far, and then I got a phone call from home, and then I wasn't in the mood. So this one would have been finished. So I am going to do it now. So I got it all done, apart from sticking these bits on. Got them all cut out. And then I just need to stick them down and do the stamping. Now this is the point where if I wasn't live, I'd like speed it up, but can't do that because I was live. So I'm going to get these stuck down as quick as possible. I think this might be the Tombow. It's almost run out. So drop the lid, never mind, get a new one. There we go. That's not a new one, but it's the one I've just been using. My only open, so I know it's all right. So I'm just sticking these panels on. Love this paper. Love it. So this is Cool Box. I think Sam has shared it. So it's a nice little drop down box. And I thought I might make 5 more of them. And they'd be nice little table favours at Christmas. And pop little things in for the guests. A bit nicer than a cracker, although we probably will have crackers. There we go. So yeah, this box has got a nice little bit of a wow. When it drops down, just something different, and it's quite a nice size. You can fit quite a lot in it. The other thing about not making the box up is I didn't have to worry about it getting crushed in my travels home. I was in my car, so it would have probably been all right, but this means it was fully safe. I didn't have to worry about it. There we go. And then just the side bits. And then I can see if I can remember how to assemble it. Yeah. So that's the bottom. So those. Oh, that one doesn't get stuck, does it? So those are up like that, aren't they? And those two are like that. Yep. That's how we do it. Bit glue on there. Bit too much on there. And there we go. Did put too much glue on there. 'Tis oozing. There we are. and that one. And then that one over there. And that one over there. There. That's right. That's the basic box. And then that folds down. Yep. So then we just need the sentiment. So I need a bit of Whisper White again. I've got a bigger scrap. Don't want to stamp straight onto a. There we go. And I need a stamp set. There it is. So that's in there because I managed to glue it on the wrong side, and I thought, well, I'm not going to waste it, so I put it in my stamp box so that I could reuse it. Right, so cherry cobbler or shady spruce, what shall I go for? I think Sam did it in shaded spruce. Yeah, I can do both and see what it looks like. Where's me? There we are, like that. Oh, and then I need to have a bit for the tree. Trying to get a scrap out of my little scrap bit. There we go. Right near my desk, I've got a little slippy Polly Pocket thing, and all my little scraps of Whisper White go in there because I use them so much. It's just handy to have it there ready for a sentiment. There we go. Stick that ready to clean. Put them both down ready to clean. Right, I need my tree punch and I haven't got that. What have I done with my tree punch? It's still in my bag from the weekend. I've only been unpacking as I needed something out of it. So there we go. And then I think that's probably just cut with the trimmer, but I could die cut it instead, which I might do with my stitched ovals, not ovals, rectangles. I might do that instead. Gives it a little bit of a special look. Cut that out with that. That one don't quite fit. Get another bit of shaded spruce. It's a regal, isn't it? There, that'll do. Stick that one in there. So this would be the point if I was not live, where I'd be going, I'll just get that cut out and come back to you. But I can't do that because you're here. So, bring in my big shot. There we go. I think one of the make and takes I hardly even began. I just did some die cutting because I didn't have the die set, and it just, my head was exploding. I don't know if you've ever experienced that when you're doing something, maybe go on a course or something, and you get to the point where your brain's gone smooth, you can't think anymore, you can't do out. And I got to that point, so I will finish that one off at some point. There we go, so that's that done. But I really wanted to get these finished because it's quite embarrassing to go to one of these events and you meet the person who's done the make and take, and it's like, never did finish your make and take. So let's get this stuck down. I love the way these two mat up together for this sentiment. It's really nice. I have done it before on a project, but I don't think I have actually shown that project yet. And then that gets stuck on there so that it does hold this flap. So we need some dimensionals for it. So we'll stick them on. One in the middle, and then get it on. And I think that is all I will do today. I will upload this to Facebook, not Facebook, we're on Facebook, to YouTube probably after the weekend, and I will put some details about joining my team if anybody wants to attend an event. I'm going to put it over to one side, and yeah, all you've got to do is be a Pootler, so you can join my team and come with me. We'll have so much fun. I'm going to stick that on. I think I'll just glue this one on. We do never fail to have fun. And then that should be able to go a little bit behind. I think Sam's was a bit higher. And then to finish it off, she finished it off with a bit of ribbon. Tied a bow. Yes, maybe tying a bow live on Facebook isn't the thing to be doing, but there we are. I can see there are people watching, but if you've said out, I can't see it. I do apologise. So hi to whoever's watching, thank you for joining me. There we go, and then get a pair of scissors. There we go. Not the best bow in the world, and I just pulled that forward. There we go. So I finally got it finished. How brilliant! So hope you like that, and Yeah, thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you again next week live. Hopefully next week I'll do it on Wednesday, which is the days I've kind of chosen to do it. Okay, see you again soon. Bye bye.